So
yeah.
basically, Miss Bridge, I will make what is the introductions, and they will let you what to say to
Okay.
become facilitator and interpreter for the minors to answer
Okay.
the questions regarding topics that we already what to say informed in the flyer, right?
Uh, you have to give first the background of this.
Of course.
Yeah.
So basically it's not a test, so it's just discussion, but the topic is
Uh,
set, like the listed topic we share in the flyer, yeah. Okay then. We're still waiting for our national ambassadors from Indonesia. There's still, yeah, it's always the issue in
we
every
are we are
forums.
we are also still on the setting up.
I see people try to find a good internet connections. Yes, Ibu Halimah, selamat datang, selamat bergabung. Ibu Melia, Ibu Ramadona, Ibu Rena, tadi Pak Gatot. Ini orang Indonesianya mana? Masih kurang banyak. Okay, then I will speak bilingual, Indonesia and English. So just enjoy the session while I'm speaking Indonesia. I will try to summarize things.
Kemudian
Hai, Bu Alima.
ya baru pulang dari rumah sakit.
Oh my goodness. Masih besar ya? Ditutup aja videonya Ibu. Terima kasih ya, masih sakit. Ibu Nur Harmila is very loyal to our network despite she's sick for long time. She always try to make it to join the forum. Oke, Ibu, semoga lega sembuh. Oke, we have 10
We are still on the
20
setting up.
people in Philippines. Okay, Pak Adeng still try to find a good connections. Meta also, we're still waiting for Yudi. Oke, Bu Dona berapa orang di sana, Bu Dona?
3 orang.
3 orang, sih. Oke. Calon penambang juga ini masa depan ya. Oke. I think we just start ya. Pak Gatot, do you have any idea how well you are in the car ya? You cannot try to contact people. Okay, let's just start ya. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming. It is a good day at my place, and I'm sorry for the ones who still struggle with the raining seasons. Yeah, I hope everything is going well. For the ones who get sick, I hope you are recovering soon. For Ibu Halima especially, and also Mr. Van Philo for his speedy recovery. And our prayer for Dr. Linda Lawson that her mother is sick, so I hope she's getting better soon. And this is an honor for me today to have a great woman, yeah, Miss Beverly Besmanos from Bantai Kita. She's national coordinators, yeah, or publish what you pay. Yeah. And then we have a great facilitator from Mindanao, Miss Bergida Espinosa, who help the minors who don't have smartphone or cannot operate smartphone to be able joining our forum and becoming a very valuable resource person here today. So I will start speaking Indonesia now. Oke, terima kasih. Selamat datang Bapak Ibu. Hari ini hari yang baik di tempat saya, cerah. Ya, saya mau ikut prihatin kepada Bapak Ibu yang masih berjuang melawan hujan ya di musim hujan ini. Semoga semuanya tetap dalam keadaan sehat. Saya sangat merasa terhormat karena hari ini hadir koordinator nasional untuk publish what you pay, itu organisasi tentang transparansi di sektor sumber daya alam ya. Namanya Miss Beverly Besmanos. We call you Bonbon ya. It's a privilege for the one who can call you Bonbon ya. It's a nick and close nickname ya. Kita juga senang ketemu dengan fasilitator hebat dari Mindanao, Miss Bergida Espinosa, nama panggilnya Miss Briggs ya, cool girl ya. Ya kita hari ini berterima kasih kepada mereka karena berkat bantuannya Bonbon dan Miss Briggs ini kita bisa bertemu dengan para penambang dari Mindanao yang tidak punya HP, yang tidak punya smartphone, yang nggak bisa WA. Jadi hari ini kita bisa diskusi. Mohon aktif banyak bertanya ke mereka ya, agar mereka senang, tidak sia-sia jadi narasumber di sini. So we have advisors for the miners in Indonesia, Pak Gatot Sugiharto. He's still making his time to be part of this forum. Thank you, Pak Gatot. Dan kita sudah datang juga beberapa penambang yang dari berbagai wilayah di Indonesia. So they are also coming from different province and district in Indonesia. Ada Ibu Halimah, Ibu Ramadona, dan Ibu Rena. Oke, Pak Adeng, our national coordinator, national ambassador from Manganis sector from West Java. Dan ada Ibu Melia Dianita juga dari Gold Miners. Yeah, I think we can start with the introductions. What is Delft Exchange Network Phase 2? Yeah. So I will share. Sorry. I will share screen. Can you see the screen? Can you see the screen?
Yes,
Give me a sign that you can see the screen.
yes, we can see it.
Okay, thanks. Okay. So Delft Exchange ISM Academy. Actually, this is the essence of Delft Exchange Network Phase 2. We already exist since 2021. We gather from grassroots all over the world in 6 regions, but through low and high. And then now in the 4th years, yeah, we are able to continue our initiative to make an ISM Academy for minors, from minors to minors. So what is Delft Exchange Phase 2 with the focus on Mr. Vanville, can you mute your okay.
Miss Briggs.
Okay, Miss Briggs, please.
Miss Briggs.
Okay.
Miss Briggs.
Yes, please.
Okay, can I continue? Okay. So phase 1, build a network and a culture of exchange through regional network groups and forum. It's not easy, of course, in our regions because we are multilingual, yeah? Multi-ethnic. So you even have different letters, yeah, in writing like Myanmar, etc. And phase 2, 2023-2025, we would like to develop of the ISM Academy, work with minors, sorry, still typos, in collaborations and commitment with 4 regional universities to develop 6 modules for ISM. So it's not an academy and module that what to say, in general, that you see in daily basis or in the common things. This is very unique approach and also content because the resource persons or the professors of this academy actually the experience of the minors. So we involve like universities is only just to make it systematic. But the essence, the informations, the knowledge belongs to the minors and we'll give it freely to minors. So that's why we seek help or support from Bantai Kita like in Philippines to make sure that Mr. Van Philo can with his minors in his associations can contribute to this ISM Academy as professors among professors, yeah, from this network. So today we will focus on module 2. We have 6 modules. So what is that? I will share with you later soon. So hopefully we have phase 3 and phase 4, but I would like to talk about it yet because we will focus on phase 2 that this forum is part of the process to make it happen, yeah. So the compulsory module is module 1 and module 2. We already share a lot in our WhatsApp group through discussions.
Yeah, and your
And
slides are not
also,
showing. There is only one slide showing.
oh, can you see now?
No, there's only one slide.
Okay, I think the
Maybe you can share
the
again.
internet connection is not good. I don't know how to resolve this, but maybe I will stop sharing and I will start share again. I hope it's refresh the. Can you see now?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I think if you use full version, it's too, what to say, it's too heavy, yeah, for the connections. Can you see now the slide 3?
Yes, we can see them. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the whole module outlines, but or schedules. But we also would like to emphasize that module 1 and module 2 is our priority now, and we will complete all the module, I hope, in September 2025. So the presence of the minors from Mindanao will focus on the module 2 about health and safety for your site, your workers, and your community. So how we will discuss this to make the discussions focused and systematic, maybe we will what to say, start with one topic with trigger questions and then maybe questions for the participants. It's not always has to be questions. You also can share comment or maybe share another experience to complete what minors in Mindanao already shared. So it is important and for us to keep in our mind about this ISM Academy philosophy. Yeah. First, reflect the philosophy of Delft Exchange, a knowledge exchange network between minors and peers of minors using mobile phones. We collaborate with local universities and training organizations in certain countries. A process approach that advocate, listen, learn, adapt, try again, and share. Jadi sangat penting Bapak Ibu ya untuk menjalankan Delft Exchange ke fase 2 ini. Bagaimana Akademi ILSM ini harus tetap merujuk kepada filosofinya, yaitu pertama menunjukkan adanya pertukaran pengetahuan di antara para penambang dengan rekan-rekannya yang lain menggunakan tadi telepon seluler ya. Tapi kita juga tetap merangkul kelompok marginal ya yang tidak punya, seperti hadir di forum ini dengan menggunakan satu HP atau telepon seluler ya. Yang lainnya bisa bergabung. Yang kedua, kita berkolaborasi ya dengan universitas dan juga lembaga-lembaga training di berbagai region ini. Terus satu proses pendekatan yang juga mendorong ada terjadinya proses pembelajaran dengan cara menyimak, mengadaptasi ya, atau mengadopsi, mencoba lagi dan berbagi. Nah, bagaimana strukturnya? The ISM Academy Team itu has like 4 entities. First, regional partners of academy, or we call it REP. And then there are global management team, knowledge exchange coordinator, and ISM associations. That us. There is miners and foreign workers. So despite our platform is a global network through online, like using smartphones, but we also embrace the marginalized miners, quarry workers, to become our part of the networks and to enjoy benefit from this network through support from the miners who has smartphone and national ambassadors, local facilitators who bring them to our networks through their facilitations. So yeah, you are a champion. Yeah, you are a hero among these miners and in this initiative. And then there is Yuki support teams. So it's like Mr. Fitsum and his colleague. So that's what we call this is as an ISM Academy team. So you're not working, separately, but we are connected to each other. So concept of the module, we have discussion on WhatsApp. We have discussion on forum based on topics. So this is one of the form, yeah, using a forum or to discuss the topics, which is we are doing this today. So I think I will stop now. So what we are going to say or what we are going to discuss, you already said the flyers, yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm still having problem to open the flyers. Sorry to that. Sorry, please wait.
Oh, di mana? Jadi kan. Dili mo kan balik tingog na.
Wala mong tingog sa TV yung side. Sa TV may tingog.
Nakakunik man sa sound
Lagi.
Okay, I will start to share
YouTube na.
screen again.
Wala na ako mausipin.
So can you see the flyer, please? Okay. So today topics, actually we were talking about the module 2. Yeah, we gather information and input and discuss for module 2. So the big topic is health and safety for your site, your workers, and your community. As I introduced before, that Ms. Birgida de Espinosa as Bantay Kita volunteer will be the facilitators and interpreters for the Mindanao miners who will become our resource persons. Yeah? And I will be the moderator. And let's see, we will start with the topic understanding and mitigating risk for your site and your community. For that, maybe I will offer you, Miss Birgita, you pre-discuss with the minors there and Mr. Vanfilo, which one
Yeah,
who will speak about understanding and mitigating risk for your site and your community. And after that, maybe the participant for Indonesia will give comments and questions, yeah, if necessary, or if there are. I think that's something that I can what to say share for an introduction. Please mute your mic if you're not speaking to the forum. Okay. So, Miss Birgita, the floor is yours. But before that, maybe Fitsum, you would like to share something that give us more clear guidance to the forum to make this more effective or fruitful discussions.
Thank you, Dian. Thank you for introducing Dev Exchange Phase 2. I think you've said everything that's to be said in terms of introducing the Dev Exchange program. Of course, the ASM Academy has 6 modules, and the second module has actually changed to so we have swapped them, but it's okay to discuss environment and health and safety in this session. We can always go back to that, to the second module now, which is on value addition and diversified investments. But yeah, thank you so much for the speaker, and we look forward to hearing the presentation. But I think it would be always good after the presentation if we have 5 or 10 minutes for discussions, for questions and answers, and also for some ideas around the topic that could be provided to us that would be helpful in the development of the module. So yeah, we look forward to hearing the presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Fitsum. So, Miss Bridge, are you ready with the minor who will speak about the first topic?
Okay. We're very sorry. I know we are having this difficulty of, the technical. Okay. Okay, come again.
Understanding and mitigating risk for your site and your community.
Okay. Nagsugod na ta. We are already in the moment of the forum. The question here is, unsa daw ang mga mitigation and safety sa ato ang katiling ban, sa ato ang minahan. Kasi pwedeng sulti. Pwedeng i-focus sila. Ipadako.
Miss Briggs?
Yes, yes.
Sige, ako lang palaluman ang pangutana. Ako lang ano ba hindi Yeah.
Okay.
Pangutana, kinahanglan diskusyonan nato unsay mga pwede isulti sa ato ang mga minero sa isgutanan nga paunsa man ginasigurado sa ato ang mga minero ang nga safe ang ilahang pagtrabaho o ilahang mapakgang ang mga risgo sa ilahang trabaho isip mga minero. Unsay mga ginabuhat nato dinha. Murag mauna ang pangutana sa number 1. Okay, thank you.
Okay, sige. I will discuss this to them. Sige, naani mga igsuon. Ang gusto nila may balaan sa ato tamparon, unsay inyong mga gihimo nga mga maagi dito sa ato ang workplace, ato ang ipagtrabahuan para mas kayo ang safety ninyo ang pagtrabaho.
Okay, you can just summarize then. And for the Indonesians, I will try to translate the interpretations in the chat.
Okay, binasayon lang din. I will interpret. Okay, binasayon lang din.
Pwede nilukan nung
Sige. Sige.
Safety para sa safety sa mga magbutas, mag-helmet, tayo magbutas, ang destino pinahalahan ng pilihan, ang destino pinahalahan ng pilihan. Patuloy ginahin ko lang ma'am, dahil magbutas, mag-helmet, tayo pilihan ang destino.
Okay. Miss Dayan?
Yes.
Miss Dayan, their discussion is this. The underground miners are having all these safety gears. Miners are having all else.
It's feedback. I cannot see. I cannot hear clearly. Sorry, can you stop first? Hold it.
Okay, now you just
Okay.
don't like use this one.
Miss Briggs, it's better if you do not use the microphone.
Yeah, better. Okay. Okay, according to them,
Okay.
currently they are using their safety gears like boots, skull guard, and all the destinations have this built properly with all the timber. The tunnels are built properly with the timber thing. Any other measures? Napabailain? Miss Dayan, did you get it?
Yes. I'm translating for the Indonesia.
Okay.
Okay. If there is no one to add, maybe we will share to the Indonesians. Is there any questions regarding understanding and mitigating risk for your site and your community, or maybe you would like to share different experience? Apakah ada yang mau bertanya ke tim Filipina tentang memahami dan mengatasi resiko di lokasi kerja ya, dan bagi masyarakat tentang keselamatan? Dan atau mungkin mau berbagi tentang pengalaman yang berbeda dengan mereka untuk melengkapi. Silakan.
Can explain how deep the deepest channel in Filipina?
Unsa kuno kalalom ang mga tunnels dinha sa Lorraine, sa Pilipinas? Miss Briggs? You are muted, Miss Briggs.
Okay, unsa kalalong ko ng atong mga tunnel na ginatuan?
Hindi saya
Bisay mo sulti. Unsa kalalong?
190 meters.
190 meters.
119, so almost 200, yeah. So how you use the aerator for oxygen?
Paunsa kuno ginagamit ninyo ang aerator para sa oxygen? Paano kuno ang inyong source sa hangin kung ingon ana kalalom? Unsay kinabuhat?
Oo. Nadong ganin yung unsa kuno inyong gibuhat sa ilalom. Like, may support para makaginhawa mo sa ilalom.
Ako na ang kuan compressor O yun ay isang makahatag yung kusog sa mga tao silaong. Kay mo na yung mga tao. Juan, hawa. Kung wala pa sa akin, iligid ka ko alam ng tao silaong.
Isa ha ako sa iko.
Isa nga safety sa pantiro, minero ha.
Okay, Miss Dayan, we are using
Yes.
compressor to have air inside for them to breathe.
Compressor to
Get it?
what?
We
Oh,
are
yes,
using
they
Repeat
use
the last one.
compressor.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because-
Disconnection.
And do you have experience when some minor injured in the deepest, how to bring him going outside?
Okay. Nabangay
Yeah.
ko mga kasinatian ninyo na sa ilalom
Connect
ng
na to yung sound.
hawa. Yan sa inyong
Kaya ang
gihimo.
display at makakonect.
Miss Briggs, before i-answer Miss Briggs, you need to mute the other is maybe your phone or the main this one because naga-re-echo mo.
Naga-echo na.
Naga-echo, yeah. Because kailangan i-mute nyo yung isa. Okay, that's good. Thank you.
What about this?
Better, that's better.
Okay. Okay, the answer was, so far, there is none incidents. So far.
Good.
So everyone's safe, yeah? Alhamdulillah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks God.
Maybe we can also further ask, how long, mga, pila naman mo katuig? Kanang mingon mo, wala pa, so far.
Ako, 10 years na ako sa paligid.
Okay. They said that within 10 years of their experience, so far there is none.
Very excellent job.
Excellent ko na, mayo ko na. Congrats. Any other
Please back the
question?
web to us.
Enough. For me, enough. Thank you. Great
Okay.
experience.
Okay, let's continue to the questions two, topic 2, but we always can go back and then discuss more, yeah, while we have time, yeah. The second one, we would like to hear about how the miners have understanding the basic of investigating and learning from accidents and near misses. Despite you already said that there is no accident or no incident so far, I think in the past, maybe you experienced things, so that's why you are prepared now. So can you deliver to the miners there how they're understanding the basic of investigating and learning from accident and near misses?
Okay. Niingon man daw mo nga, so far in 10 years, walay mga insidente nga nahitabo. Naaba mo yung mga pamaagi, unsaon pag susi, kung kani ba nga destino maayo o kung naabay mga incident, kabalo ba mo unsaon pag kuha sa informasyon.
Lagi sa destino po, ma'am. Kada destino, na mag-binayaan sa hangin. Para wala yung mga nga na pumunta ko. Ina-check man po na sa mga team leader, ma'am. Na isipin ganit ang mga tao para tulungan sa ilalong. Mapalay na sa siya.
Okay. According to them, before they enter underground, they have to make sure, the team leader has to make sure that the destination is okay and the compressor is ready and all the skull guards and everything, the boats are all in. Kaplam. Yeah. So for safety first, you have to make sure that everything is okay and ready.
Okay, thanks. Is there any questions maybe from the Indonesians? Or maybe you would like to add? Ibu Yudi, Ibu Melia, Pak Adeng ya. Ditunggu komen dan pertanyaannya. Juga Ibu Halimah, Ibu Rena dan lain-lain. So overall we have 20 without smartphone, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 12, 13, so 33 so far. I hope we can have more participants together. Okay, this maybe from the Philippines, you would like to add beside the Mindanao miners? Developing.
Okay. What's next, Dayan?
Dian,
What?
Dian, hello?
Yes?
Yeah, I would just like to ask Miss Briggs if someone from the women miners could also share how do they make sure that they are safe in the work that they are doing in the mines. Maybe we can ask one woman miner to introduce herself, explain what's her work in the mine, and then what are the safety measures that a woman is doing when she works in the mine. Because it's always good to know the perspective of the women in the mines. Thank you.
Great. Yeah, correct. Yeah, absolutely right. Bonbon, thank you for helping me with those questions.
Okay. Okay. Tel. Mangutana mi sa mga kababayan-an, unsa pod ang inyohang mga kasagaran trabaho o pinakatrabaho sa minahan. Unya, unsa pod inyohang mga hinahimo nga mga pag-amping para maprotektahan ang inyong kagalingon diya sa inyong mga pangtrabaho. So, magpaila-ila nya unsa imong trabaho, and then unsa imong ginahimo para maprotektahan imong kagalingon diya sa imong trabaho. Sige, tindog daw tel niya, paila-ila tel.
Okay, I will translate for Indonesians. So what they are, what are they
Not
saying?
yet. He has to stay safe first.
Okay.
Sige, tel. Tapos ka tel.
Ako si Telma.
So who is the lady? What is the name of the lady who's speaking?
Yeah.
Ang trabaho na mo ng marking. Nya kami nakakuan ma'am kanang lab para dili may makuha sa kanang mag-lab ma'am ba para safety ang amo kong mga kamot na dili masundan og kanang mga sa mandag mga samad ni. Tapos pag wala mo amo na tong i-loading pag nakaunaw na mi. Malo gina ma'am usahay lagi makakuha mig mga bulawan na ginagmay ra kita ma'am. Nagmayra. Pero giagusagad hapon na mo na siya ma'am sa amo ang dadlaw na kinanglano na mo ma'am. Ay usahay lagi dito ko pa may dili ng karaan. Ang amo ang gihangyo sa ilaha unta ang ngayo may bisag ginagmay na naman para itaw sa amo ako. Dadlaw na kinahanglan.
Okay.
Para na ma'am.
Sige, Miss Dayan, she is Telma. She works in the mine as muck or washer. So the muck or washer are waste from the tunnel. And they all do wash the stones, sometimes in the river and sometimes at the off from the river, but they have this water running. And then sometimes they get income, sometimes not. And sometimes they don't have also Mac ore. And
Can you explain what is MAC ore? Because we don't really understand. Dr. Linda actually asked about that too yesterday, yeah, in the
okay,
group.
Mac ore is sometimes it's just like a sand or a stones from a waste from the tunnel. They wash it and then get the gold from it. They have to process it in the ball mill and then get the gold from it. And
Ah,
unsa yung gigamit pagkuha sa Bulawan? Secretly, secretly, secretly they are using mercury.
ah, busted, yeah. It's okay.
Secretly.
It's really hard to get out from. Yeah, I know you are trying. All miners, even Indonesia, Pakartot working on that for 20 years, I think. But don't give up, yeah. So secretly they are still using mercury, yeah, to make sure that they have income. Well, what do you say about this, Mr. Panfilo? What happened? So they are not really safe from the risk, because there are still mercury there.
Sir Pampilo, what can you say about this? Para sa inyong plan. Sir Pampilo is going to say something.
Yeah, please open your mic. Okay, maybe anyone besides Mr. Panfilo? Can you hear us, Mr. Panfilo?
Nakamute ka, sir.
It's okay. Okay, maybe let's
Hello, good morning.
good morning. Okay. While we are waiting, the clock is ticking, and then we are
Hello?
afternoon now.
Hello, Mrs. Diane.
Yes.
I'm here.
Yes. Would you like to give some comment that somehow the miner still needs mercury to help them to get money? So it's not really safe there. So what is going on and how you mitigate the risk?
Yes, they are clandestinely using mercury. That's the reality too.
Okay, maybe the connections, yeah,
Totally
it's not good.
eradicate all mercury is totally banned. However, there is selling illegal mercury here, but our operation here is legal area, and we are obliged to follow all rules and regulations, including are trying now to introducing of mercury is very dangerous to our health and almost training occupational health and safety for training of all miners within declared people's small scale mining area. Maybe
It's feedback, yeah. The voice
Science
is
and
like
Geosciences
double.
Bureau. In order for us to always use for using
Okay, it's okay, but
to
maybe you can
minimize
just type it
accidents
or
in
write
the
it in the chat box. Can you write it in the chat box?
Yes, I can
Yes,
write it down.
I can write that.
So with regards to
Regards to
uh, participations
participation
Oh, I
of
see.
women's in here,
it cannot be
it cannot be denied. There is
limitations.
limitations. Number one is because it's a physical strength. Then
Miss Briggs?
is the issue belief it is now existing.
Excuse me. No, we cannot understand it.
Yeah,
That's
Miss
that's
Briggs?
the reality. However,
we are
we are trying
Oh my God. Miss Briggs?
another other options for the minor for the women's minors through giving them decent work through watching of minor West, which is discussed by Ms. Briggs, and other level in the mining areas. Thank you, Mrs. Diane.
Okay, thank you. And thank you, Bonbon, that you already tried to, what to say,
Yeah, I would
summarize,
like to add.
yes, the answer
Yeah.
in the chat. Thank you. So
Okay.
it also said that woman needs assistance in terms of providing regular supply of muck ores, waste ores from the tunnel. So muck ores is the waste ores from the tunnel to increase their income. Jadi Bapak Ibu itu tadi ya, memang ada penggunaan merkuri tapi mencoba dikurangi dengan menggunakan sarung tangan katanya. Jadi memang masih ada tantangan dalam penggunaan atau menghapuskan merkuri secara total ya. Jadi okay, so let's move on to the next questions
Miss Diane?
for discussion. Yes.
Yeah, I just would like to add on the issue of the mercury,
Mhm.
why the miners are still using the mercury in the Philippines. The Philippines is a signatory to the Minamata Convention, and the small-scale mining sector is identified as one of the areas with the they always use mercury. So they are also being targeted by the government to be, to be helped or to be assisted so that the mercury will no longer be used. But the problem but the problem of the small scale miners is that sometimes the support of the government is not enough to provide the technology needed by the community so that they will stop using mercury. So if the government will really invest for our small scale miners to no longer use mercury, then that would be good. And that is always the request or the plight of our small scale miners, that they need the support, the full support of the government so that they will no longer use mercury. There is mercury use because the support is lacking. So that's what we are also telling the government to really invest for the communities if they want to eradicate mercury. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, this is despite there is still mercury using in Philippines, obviously, evidently, the Philippines are still more progressive than Indonesia. The miner here challenge more difficult situations, and so in Cambodia and Vietnam and etc. Yeah, in Southeast Asia and even in Pacific, in Papua New Guinea, the government is not there, so they are just like living in the jungle. So thank you for the support of the NGOs, yeah, who strongly advocate the government supporting the miners. We hope we can have more NGOs like Bantay Kita, yeah, who support the miners in Indonesia and also in other area in Southeast Asia and also Pacific. So let's move on to the third question for discussions. How the miners develop code of practice insights, to avoid not only what to say incidents, but also maybe preventing them from harassment or what to say a threat, yeah, I don't know, from burglar or something, or I don't know. Maybe even relations among minors, how they can live together without fighting each other or harassing each other, something like that.
Okay, Briggs, I would like to translate that in our language, so that also to contextualize it based from what's happening on the ground. So ang pangutana, naabaday mga code of conduct, mga siguro ang I think ang ilang ginapangutana kanang naabay mga nakasulat nga mga balaod nun ang mga asosasyon sa mga small scale miners diya sa ring aron mapasiguro nga walay conflict, walay conflict sa sulod sa tunnel, walay panag-awayay sa mga miners, walay mga pag-iniluganay o mga destino, or ang salaktod nga pagkapangutana pa, paunsa gina-maintain, paunsa ginapasiguro sa mga asosasyon dinha sa luring sa small scale mines ang kahapsay sa mga operation nga walay mga kagubot ug walay mga grabe nga mga conflict ang mahitabo.
Oke, kita sambil menunggu Pak Adeng, Bu Rena, Bu Melia juga menyiapkan jawaban ya, pengalaman masing-masing lokasi ya. Dalam bahasa Indonesia saja. Ibu Yudi mungkin bisa menyiapkan pertanyaan.
Para maianggan aron suporta sa impahasay. Walay mga harassment, walay mga bingkil, walay par.
Miss Briggs, you need to unmute and Sir Panfilo to mute his mic. Because your camera or your phone is better than Sir Panfilo's mic. Thank you. You need to unmute, Miss Briggs, your phone. We cannot hear you.
Okay. What about this one? Am I okay?
Yes, it's perfect.
Okay. Sige. Naabay mga murabag listahan sa mga dapat himuon, mga balaod nun para malikayan, nga dili mo magbingkil, nga dunay kanang patas nga pagbahin-bahin o unsa man ang bahin sa panahon or bahin sa kita, bahin sa trabaho, nga walay isa nga mabugatan o walay mahimong mitsa nga maghuhubot mo. Sige. Sige, resulti daw. Okay. One answered, every week, all the team leaders have this regular meeting for them to be able to talk about what is happening and all the measures that will be laid down first before the destination happen. Napailain? Is there any
Ikan sa akuan ma'am. Sa pikas kong talog kanang duana siya ka tunnel. 30 meters ang distance nila ma'am. Tapos kung mag-abot sila sa ilalom, 60. Sa mag-abot na sila sa ilalom, gawas na sila, magsabot na sila sa gawas.
Okay. Okay, another thing, if the destination's underground, almost meeting underground, you have to get out and to have discussion, amendments on who will go first, where's the other way.
Atras lang sila gamay ma'am, tapos magtuwa na sila talaga.
So they have to back off together and then they have to go down.
Para di sila mag-abot.
So that's the second question answered. That if they have these, destinations underground, almost meet each other underground, they have to back off, talk about, and then together they have to dig down in order to.
So the one who has right actually is the one who get first the locations, right? That make them having rights to do the mining there. So another group should back up. Is that what you mean?
Okay. Ang basabot ba ninyo daw nga kinsa nakauna mo ay insakto? Unya mo ay sundon? Inana ba?
Magdili po, mag-abot man na sila sa ilang.
Oo.
Wala may nabataan diyan, kinsa nagtuna. Kung nga sila yung atras ako.
Okay. Miss Dayan, didn't know if who go first, but their discussion was if they get together underground, they have to talk first, back up. How many meters?
Okay.
Wala yung nani, ma'am. Kung ang ginagili mo niyang nagsuna, ang mas lalong, mo na gina sila una. Kung ang katong nasa taas, wala gina sila atras. Pero maglungan sila mo, kung maglungan sila atras, singking. Pero kung ginakauna gina sila lalong, wala na gina mahawag na si pagbaw.
Okay. There is two scenario. If they go inside together, at the level of their underground is, together, so they have to go out and talk. But if the other destination go first underground, so the one who has this long tunnel will go his way.
Okay. Ibu Yudi Putri, do you have any experience how how your miners can work together amongst group? How you set up a code of practice in the site? Ibu Yudi, can you share your experience in Indonesia for chopper mines?
Selamat pagi, Bu.
Selamat pagi.
Iya.
You can speak Indonesia or English?
Iya, oke. Mungkin lebih baik bahasa Indonesia biar lebih lancar.
Okay. So I will, sorry, Ibu ngomongnya jangan terlalu cepat. I will interpret in chat box for the Filipinas. Okay, thank you.
Mohon maaf yang dipertanyakan apa ini, Bu?
Bagaimana aturan main di lapangan biar tidak bentrok atau tidak saling menyerang atau tidak ada pertikaian?
Iya. Karena mereka semua berdekatan antara minersnya, jadi dari workersnya, dari penambangnya sendiri, seperti yang pengalaman saya pribadi itu kita buatkan supaya mereka kompak, itu biar mereka bersatu, itu kita buatkan kayak warkop di atas, kita buatkan kita jual kota di sana, jadi semua karena hanya kita yang ada, jadi mereka akhirnya ngumpul di situ, mereka nongkrong di situ, akhirnya ngobrol, akhirnya sharing segala macam. Jadinya yang tadinya mereka musuhan, yang tadinya malah pernah ada yang tangannya dipotong, kejadian di sana. Iya, akhirnya sekarang malah mereka jadi akrab, malah sharing, malah saling, kadang malah bukan hanya di tambang, akhirnya sampai di kota pun mereka jadi berteman semua. Jadi itu fasilitas yang kita kasih ke mereka, yang mereka akhirnya bisa nongkrong bareng setelah kerja. Kan ada shift-shiftan tuh di atas tambang, karena 24 jam kerja. Sebulan 30 hari mereka nggak boleh turun. Nah itu mereka akhirnya nongkrongnya di warkop situ. Jadi kita buat kayak warung gitu. Nah itulah yang terjadi di sana sekarang. Seperti itu.
Okay, so the like investor, you like the leaders of the group who has capital, you know, and to fund the mining activities in Gorontalo, in Mrs. Yudi Putri experience in locations. She has like several locations. She provided like coffee shop as a medium for miners group, different miners group together and talk there so they can build a good communications. Previously, each group fight each other and there is what to say, there were so many incidents, yeah, and violence happened. But through the involvement of Mrs. Yudi Putri and other owners of the ISM business, the miners group can work together even outside the locations of mining site there. So I think the essence of her informations is the miners can work together if there are some kind of mechanism to do communications better and regular coordinations like in Philippines. Is it correct conclusions or you would like to add maybe other participants?
Bisa mo pa sa inyo.
So I think people don't be ignorant about the situations in the field, yeah, including in the mining sites. As Bonbon already said that this miner self-governed, so the code, the ethic codes or the code of practice in sites really has to be part of their decisions how they would like to do their activities, yeah. So there is no harassment or maybe what to say, preventions, yeah, to any incidents, yeah, that threats the life, the security, or the what to say, the conducive working environment.
Nakalagay na ilagay sa ano.
Okay,
So,
Mr. Van Vilo, presently using mercury in the mining areas are now minimized. Yeah, there is, but still any cases, yeah, one or two cases. So it's good, like I said before, that in Philippines still much progressive than in Indonesia and other locations. So we would like to discuss more regarding gender impact and opportunities for empowerment for minors, both women and men. So I heard and I read many achievement and in Filipinas, but especially in your group or in your associations, what is happening and what has been done and where are you going from there? Maybe you can share, men and women there. Thank you.
Okay. Sige, ang gusto nilang may balaan karon mahitungod sa gender empowerment. Ang gender empowerment kana bitaw pagtan-aw sa kakayahan sa babae ug sa lalaki nga ma-appreciate o mahatagag bili diha sa mina. Kung unsa may kasamtangan nga kahimtang sa inyong minahan, sa inyong pagtrabaho ito, unsay partisipasyon sa kababayen-an o sa inyong tan-aw, kasi tan-aw ninyo ni Ani. So Miss Dayan, I'm going to ask this question to be answered maybe by men perspective and these women. Okay. Nabay sulti pag abot sa hisgutan ng babayi diya sa inyohang mga kalihukan unsa inyong tan-aw. Asa sila taman unsa ilang partisipasyon.
sa gambar ng mga ginahigutan na siya. Isa ko sa nagpasakot sahay. Namang ko'y panahon nga singgit ang kababayan nga diskriminasyon. Pero usahay na siya tinuod. Kay pananglit, magsakay sa sakyanan. Inikakuan mo anak man ang babae nga wala na ba Boy Scout diha.
Pero
So,
sa minahan.
sa
Sa minahan ta.
kung gani, kung ako ipasabot na saan sa minahan, ka tanaw ang mga babae nga uban, ka gusto silang mo-appeal sulod sa tunnel, pero dili yun nila kaya. Itong ispikar ni Presidente ganina, nga ang ilang kusog, dili yun paigo. Pero doon ay mga hagit, nga usahay, tingin sila kung kadaog mo 50 kilos, kadaog po may 50 kilos. Pero dili yun na siya paigo nga rason nga mo-appeal sila sa sulod. Sa kung diskutan ni Presidente gyapon ganina,
Physically.
nga physical, una, apel ang tradisyon. So doon ay tradisyon na dili angay ang babae sa sulod.
Okay. Okay, Miss Diane, I will have to interpret first the point of view of men. How do the gender happening in the minds? Okay. According to them, there are two considerations for the women to participate in the mines. First, women has no they didn't allow women,
Ibu Melia,
they didn't allow women to enter into the tunnel first because of physical. It's very hard for the women to go into the tunnel. Second, there is a tradition that they are following, that women is not allowed to enter in the underground. So that's two. Maybe we have to ask first them before your reaction, okay? Another okay, napabailain? Napabailain nga maisulti ninyo ang partisipasyon o kabahinan sa babae diya sa sulod. Ano hindi pwede?
Isa manggod nga dili ba kuanan sa mga babae sila sa kabilang sa underground. Isa pa, dili mariyo nga tamang gayo sa parte nga gagmay ng mga bangag, mga mulong, sa mga nana, niya, isa pa po, pagkuhan sa mga kahoy, mga silaw, mga piki nga mga area. So, bisa kita nga, dili ba kuhan ng babae. Dili sa ingon nga, pagkuhan ng babae, ang babae, correct. Hindi kuhan lang sila, dili ko nila makaya.
Okay, another point that they are want to tell us that inside the tunnel there are destinations that sometimes they are difficult, and for them they do not allow women to do that physically because it's very heavy and difficult inside. So that's men's perspective. I'm going to ask the women. Sige, mangutana ko sa kababayan. Unsay inyohang partisipasyon diha sa minahan? Unsay inyohang mga ginahimo? Kay ang minahan kanang area nga naay ning sulod sa tunnel, naay nagking diha sa tanan area, unsay inyohang partisipasyon? Nya unsay imong ikasulti? Nabay diskriminasyon nga inyong gibati?
Ipihig mo.
Oh, gipihig.
Mga yung may ginagmay masukot naman po basta kay na maura man yun na ang para sa mga babae dili man sa pwede man alsa ang bugat kay di man kaya amo lang kada mga ginagmay nga magaya na may ora
Antonita, no? Antonita. Okay. Okay. Miss Dayan, according to Miss Antonieta, for her, she didn't think of entering the tunnel because of the heavy works inside. According to her, she just want to have this muck ore waste from the tunnel. This is the only way that they can participate having income for their family. Napabaylain? Telma. Yeah, sometimes. Sige. Unsay imong partisipasyon sa hinahan? Unya, naaba mo'y gibati nga pagpihig sa mga trabahoon sa mga lalaki sulod sa hinahan?
Wala yun. Ang amo or yung trabaho ba, ay making, tadaan, walay making, mahuha may anak mga panggang ng gabay. Wala ang sa kilong, gagana mo, ang lungig. Wala niya mong trabaho, may lain mong trabaho. Kaya na, mas pinta na edad. Hindi na magaling ka na ugaran sa what if? Kamunita na mga panggang ng gabay. Kaya mong baso, may dalang kayo. Palitos na pin, size pa palitos.
Okay. Sige. Miss Dayan, according to Miss Candelaria, she is 70 years old and she is expert in mop or washing. According to her, it's very difficult for her at her age to go inside the tunnel. So what she wish is only for them to have this access of this ore from the tunnel to have their income. Another one, Tilma. Na ba kay gustong isulti sa giingon sa mga lalaki nga dili pwede ang mga babae nga magsulod sa tunnel? Kung naay chance, na ba kay as babae, na ba kay pag tanaw nga napihig mo ni ana nga pagka-istorya?
Ako, ma'am, ako alam dito, ang dili mag-YouTube na mo kaya ang tanil, ma'am, ka mga babae, mami. Pero, ang amo lang ang tanghang nyo, mabisag, makiragod ang amo ang para kung makasuporta sa among pamilya. Sa ginagmayra. Unang manggudang amo. Unang mo ato sa area sa tanil, ma'am, kay para kung may nangayon sa ilaha. Sa ginagmayra. Unang manggudiyang nyo na sa ilaha, ma'am. Kaya dili man yung makasalita.
Okay. Sige, according to Miss Telma, physically, she admits that underground is very hard for the women to do. So what she wish, according to Miss Candelaria also, that she needs to have this regular access to this map or ways from the tunnel. So another men who are going to say something. Sir Pamping. Sino lang, sauti na lang.
Hello, Mrs. Dayan. And my colleague in that change. Here in the Philippines, women is more protective than men, especially in laws under the Republic of the Philippines. Even the local governments here is allocate some budget for the women under the gender and development programs. So, with regards to mining operations, we cannot deny that there is always a discrimination with regards to their physical strength and superstitious belief. This is now existing until today, as I discussed before. Then there are some tunnel operations, so tunnel owners hired women only for cook, marketing, and dishwashers, empty sacks washers. And even there are some also mga under light works, but not inside mining operations. So before we can also say that there is miners who go inside the tunnel operations, but until only for maximum of 10 meters. So because of heavy works inside the workplace. So totally, there is a slight discrimination in the workplace. Thank you.
Yeah, this is what you say.
Okay.
This is the situations that maybe takes 100 years, yeah, to be really resolved. Culture, even the woman's belief about their existence, it's also something that we have to deal with, yeah, in different, what you say, dimensions. But the essence of the empowerment and gender impact, what we are trying to develop together with the minors is men and women have the same voices and access, yeah, to the opportunities and also maybe facilities and the benefit from the mining with the, what to say, philosophies and principles that each person's man or woman are, what to say, important or matters. Miss Bonbon, please.
Yeah, I would like to add on that. I totally agree with what Sir Panfilo said. In the Philippines, even in Mindanao, each area where there is a small scale mining, the roles of women are not the same, because there are also other areas like in Tiboli, wherein the women are also very empowered, because there are women who are doing very simple work in the mines, but you can also see women who are the financial, like within the family or within the association, they do the finance work. So because if women are more educated, then they start to assume more important roles within the small scale mining area. And the cultural practices is also a big factor, because in Mindanao, there is no traditional small scale mining. The traditional small scale mining are located in the north, wherein you have an indigenous communities who are majority are matriarchal. So in the north, you can see in the small scale mining areas, the women are playing a very important role. They can enter the tunnels, and they're also the ones who are handling the processing of the gold using their traditional technique without mercury. So you see women there are viewed as more important, because they are given the technique and the very meticulous nature of women, they are really good in terms of processing the gold. So, but that is because in the north, their culture is matriarchal, and women played a very important role in the culture. And small scale mining is also traditional. It's like it started like a family business. So you can see now that you cannot just easily like generalize that all the small scale mining areas in the Philippines, the
right.
women are playing very little role. Because if you really look into some areas, even the women are just, for example, doing very minor work, but actually when you look at the important role of their own households, they really play a big role, because they provide food for the table. And somehow with that work, the women in the mine, no matter how small and how simple it is, you can see as it is, but actually the power, the empowerment that the work gave to the women, because she can provide food on the table, it empowers her. So then you
Ah.
will come to think now that if the government will give full support to our women in the small scale mining area, it will help empower a lot of women and it will feed a lot of family. Because the money of the women, they always provided for food. So you see now the role, the important
Okay.
role of women if you just give them recognition and support in the small scale mining communities. Thank you.
Oke, thank you. So, jadi saya pakai bahasa Indonesia dulu. Bapak Ibu, jadi intinya selain pendidikan untuk perempuan harus ada pengakuan ya dari laki-laki dan perempuan bahwa di dunia pertambangan rakyat perempuan juga punya kemampuan dan peran yang sama-sama penting dengan laki-laki, tapi memang harus diberi kesempatan yang terbuka sama seperti laki-laki, bahwa pilihannya nanti mereka tidak mau menambang atau tidak mau terlibat itu karena memang keputusan sendiri dari perempuan, bukan karena mereka dilarang gitu ya. Yaitu sama-sama memiliki hak lah dalam usaha pertambangan rakyat. Oke, Bu Halimah mau bercerita tentang pemberdayaan perempuan dan penambang di Pudujaya. So I just make summarize in Indonesia about what you said, and then I ask participant for Indonesia, maybe you'd like to share about the gender impact and you also opportunities for empowerment in your locations. Ibu Rahmi, Ibu Rena, Ibu Halimah, Pak Adeng mau bergabung. It is also raining in many locations in Indonesia, so many miners have trouble to join us today. Bu Rahmi? Halo Bu Rahmi? Halo Bu Rahmi?
Ya.
Bu Rena? Ya Bu Rahmi mungkin mau bercerita tentang kegiatan pemberdayaan di sektor tambang rakyat di tempat Ibu? Atau Bu Halimah? Ibu Yudi?
Boleh bicara sedikit, Ibu Dian?
Ibu Melia, ya Bu Melia silakan. Silakan bahasa Indonesia, saya tulis dalam bahasa Inggris.
Ya. Boleh
Silakan, Bu
mulai
Melia.
bicara? Oke. Sepertinya diskriminasi perempuan itu di setiap daerah penambang memang selalu ada, Bu Dian. Dikarenakan perempuan itu dianggap lemah, tidak punya pengetahuan lebih tentang tambang, terus dianggap tidak bisa menyelesaikan semua masalah yang ada di pertambangan. Sedangkan biasanya perempuan itu lebih detail dalam mengurus segala sesuatu, misalnya tentang mencuci batu, tentang menumbuk batu. Mungkin iya kalau untuk masuk ke dalam lubang, mungkin perempuan mungkin di mana-mana tidak dibolehkan karena bahayanya itu banyak. Tapi kalau untuk yang lainnya, rasanya kalau kita perempuan ini mungkin lebih dari laki-laki masalah detail untuk bahaya. Misalnya kan kita kan menggunakan merkuri, mungkin kalau rata-rata penambang kami di sini kalau nggak pakai merkuri katanya hasilnya kurang memuaskan. Kalau kita perempuan menggunakan merkuri dalam penyaringan emas, kan kita lebih lebih fokus supaya bahayanya jangan terlalu ke diri kita. Kita mungkin menggunakan sarung tangan, menggunakan masker untuk menutup hidung, mulut. Jadi, tapi selalu dianggap sepele oleh para penambang laki-laki. Jadi mungkin untuk kedepannya para penambang perempuan ini disetarakanlah sama laki-laki dalam pengolahan. Terus lebih diutamakan ke depannya untuk jadi para pengurus pertambangan misalnya. Jadi ke depannya kesetaraan itu yang penting, Bu Dian. Minta bantuan dari Del untuk membantu perempuan. Mungkin begitu aja, Bu Dian. Terima kasih banyak. Selamat
Thank you, Ibu Melia.
menjelang.
Selamat.
Terima
Sip,
kasih.
sip. Thank you.
Dadah semuanya. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. So Ibu Melia actually she's minors, also a member of associations in Lebong, some locations in di mana Bu? Bengkulu ya Bu? Bengkulu Province in Indonesia atau Lampung ya?
Ya,
Maaf.
dari ini di
Bengkulu.
daerah Lebong, Kecamatan Lebong Utara, Kabupaten Lebong, Provinsi Bengkulu.
Okay, Bengkulu Province in Indonesia. She said that women in her location also still facing discriminations. Men still taking them for granted, despite this woman, many women in ISM has potentials and also skills in terms of gold processing and also in ISM business management. So she cares and she would like to have this network can help to build different perspective on women in mining and how to convince men, she said, that they are equally, what to say, important, yeah, because the woman and men have the same skills and also opportunities in the ISM. So I think this is a good start, yeah, this kind of discussion, despite of the language barriers, yeah. The important roles of local facilitators who can interpret. Sometimes I feel overwhelmed too because in Myanmar it's not really safe. So our local facilitators already gone. In Cambodia passed away because of COVID. So yeah, thank you very much for this opportunity, yeah, to have Bantai Kita still support us, yeah. So Mr. Fanfilo is not alone. And we hope in the futures, in the near future, within next month, we have also more national ambassadors for Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, I understand that many miners should go to the field, yeah, for their daily works, yeah, to earn money. And also Bonbon has very busy schedules as a national coordinator of Bandai Kita. So thank you very much. I will not make any conclusions, but this is a start, you know. We look forward for more discussions in the next months because we have a Zoom webinar forum every month. And I am not doing the moderators again. So starting next month, I would love to see other minors to become a moderator and also facilitator. So maybe I'm just the translators for the Indonesians or vice versa for the English. So thank you so much. But before we close these sessions, Pitsum, do you have something to say for this forum?
No, thank you. That was very interesting discussion. I don't have anything to say. Yeah, thank you so much for
Okay,
to
thank you
the
so much.
speakers and everyone to have contributed in terms of questions and answers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bombo, maybe final words to close these sessions.
Oh, I just wanted to say thank you to Dato Emil Pugosa of the Santa Cruz, Barangay Santa Cruz, where the activity is now taking place in Agusan del Sur.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, in Rosario, Agusan del Sur. Thank you so much, Dato Emil, and to the whole Tribal Council of Santa Cruz, and of course to the Basmarad, Sir Pamping, Pastor, thank you so much. Og sa tanan nga mga kababayin-an og mga kalalakinhan, mga sa gagmay nga mina, padayon ta sa ato ang panginabuhi o padayon ta sa pagsuporta sa mga kalihukan sa ato ang gobyerno, sa ato ang asosasyon, and sa Delve Exchange. Thank you so much. Thank you
so
everyone for this
Okay, bye-bye. Can you raise your hand and bye-bye?
Miss Briggs, don't forget to have a group photo to send to the fans.
Okay, I will take a picture now. Okay, smile. Okay, thank you so much. Bye bye. See you next one.